Hey there, I'm Eliza with Ancestral Evolution, and today we're talking about dehydrators. So we've gotten a ton of questions about dehydrators and kind of how to choose them and why we picked the one we did. So we thought we would make a little video just talking about kind of how to go about choosing a dehydrator if you're in the market for one and what differentiates one dehydrator from another. So dehydrators are awesome and they're super useful for a huge variety of different things, even things that you wouldn't necessarily think about. Obviously, they're great for drying fruits and vegetables, they're great for making jerky, but they're also really great for anything that requires a specific temperature. For instance, an incubation for a fermentation or something like that. I know some people who use dehydrators for making yogurt or something like that, where something has to be kept at a certain temperature for a period of time, and that temperature is lower than what you can really get reliably in the oven. After some trial and error, I use my dehydrator for making natto, for instance. If you eat something like tempeh and make tempeh, a dehydrator also is a great way to do that. So the first thing you want to look at when you're looking at dehydrators is how their airflow and their heat distribution is. So you're going to see some models have heat that's coming from the bottom or the top, and then the trays are laid on top and the air rises or falls, and those are called vertical airflow dehydrators. Conversely, you're going to see hydrators that have horizontal airflow, where the fan or the heat source is in the back, and then you have horizontal trays and the air is blowing over the trays. Now, of these two basic types of dehydrators, the horizontal flow are going to be more consistent and more reliable in terms of getting all of the things in your dehydrator dry. The ones that are vertical, you're going to have uneven drying, which could be fine if you are okay with sort of sitting there and babysitting your trays, like rotating them a lot and just making sure that everything gets dry. Also, they're not great for things like jerky or like meat-based drying, if that's what you are wanting to do, or if you want to have that option. The next thing you're going to want to look at when you're looking at dehydrators is whether or not your dehydrator has a thermostat, which means that you can select what temperature your dehydrator is going to dry at. Also, it's going to enable you to preserve more of the nutrients in your food if you have that capability. I highly recommend getting a dehydrator that has a thermostat that you can adjust, not just an off-on switch. Some dehydrators also come with like automatic shutoffs and timers, which I think are great, but not necessary. For me, that's not like a make or break kind of an issue. So we decided years ago to go with an Excalibur dehydrator, and we went with the smaller one because it was more budget friendly. I think these guys, ours has 4 trays in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it comes in a 5 tray and a 9 tray, also maybe even a 7 tray. But this one runs about $150, which is on the higher end of the smaller dehydrators. But it is a horizontal flow, so the heat source is in the back and the fan is in the back, and it blows across the trays. This is one of the least expensive horizontal flow dehydrators that you're going to find. Also, the Excaliburs, I've heard nothing but good things about Excalibur, the company. I will just tell you, our experience with it is we've had this dehydrator, eight years now, and we use it all the time. And our thermostat went out at about year 5, maybe like slightly after year 5. And they have a 5-year warranty on them. This was given to us as a wedding gift, so we didn't have a receipt or anything. And we called up the Excalibur people and said, hey, we have this issue, can you help us? And they were super nice about it. They said, no problem, we'll send you the part. They even sent us an extra part, even though we didn't have a receipt to show them. And I think we were like even technically out of the warranty period. So This company really does go above and beyond when it comes to customer service. I have nothing but good things to say about the company. So anyway, if you're interested in checking it out, I will put a link in the show notes below to the one that we have. Some other brands are, I think, Nesco and Cooltron. Both have some pretty popular dehydrators. Most of those are vertical ones, though I don't think they sell any horizontal airflow dehydrators. But anyway, we think our dehydrator is awesome. And if you have good things to say about your dehydrator, please let us know below and what you think. So if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Also check out our classes on Skillshare if you have not already. So we'll see you next time.